Hello gamers and welcome to Jonobrow Plays Dark Souls Part 2. This is a re-recording of Part 2 after I failed to record Part 2 originally, which means I've unfortunately had to create a whole new character to get to this point, and hopefully I'll be able to work my way through in a similar way to how I did it before previously. And well, I've just defeated the Asylum Demon. I think I'd actually done worse than I did last time. Heal up. I think I'm in the right position now, so let's continue and head on to Lordran. After a brief cutscene.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
After a bird picks me up.
Undead Asylum in pilgrimage.
You know, your average daily travel in Lordran.
To the land of the ancient
Just catching the
lords.
number 7 giant ass raven.
Lordran.
Or crow. Is it a raven or crow? I don't know. Lordran. So yeah, I'm having to re-record this. I tried to record part 2 and went all the way through it, and then realised after I was in the middle of recording part 3 but part 2 hadn't quite recorded properly. Rather than starting all again, I'll just try and re-record this part 2. I've tried to do it before actually, and completely got destroyed at one specific part. So first things first, when you get to this bonfire you're going to want to level up using them souls. And with my build at the moment I'm going to want to level up in dexterity, because that's going to do most of my damage with scimitar and later weapons I'll get. I'm also going to reverse hollowing, which means I'll be coming back into a human. Whoop. And let's continue. Talk to this guy if you want to learn more about the story.
What?
Blah 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 blah. You got to bring 2 bells. I've read that bit so many times I'm just going to skip for it. There's 2 bells. One's in a church way up there somewhere. One's in a deep underground chasm which is down there somewhere. So there's 3 humanity on that corpse, which is very useful to get. And if I'm right, there should be something just... Oh my god, I thought I jumped off a cliff then. Hard in my mouth. Funnily enough, when I first recorded I did jump off a cliff. It was my first death. It wasn't quite there, but I jumped off a cliff, died, and was like, oh, that's annoying. Jumped off a cliff because I locked onto an enemy who was on the other side of a cliff and walked straight off. Cliff's probably the most obvious way to die in Dark Souls. Now I picked up them firebombs. They're going to be useful later on, as I'll show you. That's the only reason I want to get them. You can pick up a really good weapon, and there's a cemetery man there, but it's only really good for a strength class build. Dexterity class not as useful. Right. Just need to dodge around these guys. Oh, didn't dodge very well there. But luckily they're not doing too much damage. Right, before I go attack him, I'm gonna deal with the guys from bombs. Before I deal with guys from bombs, I'm gonna deal with the guy who runs at me. Hide around the corner from the bomb guy. Take him out. Ouch. Bomb guy's down. Steal his axe. Oh, hello. Here comes Shield Man. Pretty easy to kill these enemies. Now with a dexterity build you can dodge pretty easily as well. It's better than blocking. Blocking you're going to take damage because you're two-handing a weapon. Shield on the back I don't think really does anything. I can't remember if it does actually prevent any back attacks or not. I think it does in Dark Souls 2. I don't think it does in Dark Souls 1. I can't remember. Anyway, heading into here, there's a rat round here. Rats are the best way of getting humanity in the game. As you can see, I got a humanity off him. That's the first time I've got a humanity off that one. This could be a good recording after all! I'm not bothering to heal yet because there's nothing that should kill me at this health just yet. And I want to keep as many Estus flasks as I can. So these guys, ow, maybe it will hurt. But I can also one hit kill him if I'm lucky. Carrying on, there's a guy here who's going to throw some bombs at me. Come on, you know you want to, there it is. Ow, straight into the face. So this time I'm going to drink a flask. It's not quite going to heal me fully. No, he's throwing the bomb. I know I've got enough time to run up and whoopsie. Stupid doorway. Right, carrying on then. Trying to rush through this bit a little bit. I know I'm going to struggle on a bit later on. Don't want this to be too long a video. Now, when we go past here, we'll see one of the many bosses in Dark Souls 2. Or Dark Souls 1, sorry. The dragon! This guy's an absolute arsehole, but he is fortunately an optional boss. It just makes life a little bit easier if you kill him. So it opens up a shortcut. He'll be back later on. Okay, nice double kill there. Oh, I mentioned before about missing a part. If you go over to where them two men are standing there, there's a secret underground bit, which is a shop. Ouch. Dived straight into me over. So, without wasting any more Estus flasks, I'll heal up. And because I've got humanity, I'm actually going to kindle this bonfire, even though I didn't in the previous one. It's just going to make it easier if I do happen to die. It means you get 10 Estus flasks back instead of 5. And eventually it goes to 15, 20 and possibly 25, I can't remember quite. Go use the souls and level up. I'm going to level up my endurance. And carry on. Hopefully without dying again. Here is where I fell off. First one, I running along here, you get thrown bombs at everyone. Oh sugar, forgot about that. Enemies respawn when you go through a bonfire. Completely forgotten, just been, I'll just walk straight on. Completely forgot about the enemies who will attack me from behind. So, go get rid of these guys. There we go. So bonfires are sort of like checkpoints, but when you rest at one, that'll be the place where you respawn if you do die. So just sprint across here. I locked onto one of them enemies throwing things instead of one of these guys I was going to lock onto. There we go. I was meant to lock onto one of them and didn't. So kill him, and if I don't kill this guy, he's going to run out at me. So you need to be careful, some of them will hide behind corners, and if you know where they are, it's a good thing. If you don't, you might just run through the stone and go, oh, I can't go back, wait, you get attacked. There's also a treasure chest in this room. With 5 black firebombs, so they'll be really useful for the upcoming fight. So I've got 6 normal firebombs, 5 black firebombs. Goad these guys into attacking. Like that. This guy's going to throw bombs at me instead though, isn't he? You can tell by the way he's walking, he's like, I know that I'm going to throw bombs at you, so yeah. Take out them. Go what? Take out these guys, because otherwise they'll be a nuisance later on. Nice. Very simple. All of these souls that I'm picking up very useful later on. The souls which you pick up, you keep even when you do die, but you have to use them to be put into the soul pool. And when you do, then they can be lost if you die twice. If you die once, you're fine. If you die twice, you lose whatever you die, whatever you dropped when you died first time, unless you can pick them up. As I'm probably sure I'll show you at some point. Probably gonna die to this guy, if not, then I've explained it now. So, not this guy. This guy's easy. Look at him. Ow. So easy that I just got absolutely shredded by him. Come on, you. I can see the spear guy behind you as well. Here he comes. Oh, a longsword. How nice. Still, the scimitar's better for me because it's more goes off dexterity. Ow! Bloody hell! Ow! Oh, he packed a bit of a punch, didn't he? Spear guy. I'm gonna want to try and get behind him if I can. There we go, like that, and that's a critical strike. Kill him. Problem with spears is, spearmen, is that they can attack with a spear while still shielding. So it's normally best to try and get behind them. Now, before you go up these stairs, if you look around here, there's a few stairs going down. Before I do anything, I'm going to check my equipment, make sure I've got the 2 firebombs, which I do. So you will be ready to throw them, and basically there's a mini boss of sort of strong enemy down here. I wouldn't really call him a mini boss. You see him there is the Black Knight. Screen's actually really dark. Anyway, Black Knight here. You go want to try and kill him. The best way to do it is to use the firebombs because they'll shred his health down without you taking any damage. He hurts, he packs a punch. Before I do anything, go heal. It probably won't kill him with using all the firebombs, but you just want to make sure when you do it, you back up every now and then, so he doesn't get close. So, 1, 2, he's shielded that one. 3, 4. He's gonna run at me now. Ouch. Keep throwing bombs. There you go. Last bomb killed him. Luckily, I think I was about to die. And he dropped a Black Knight sword and a Titanite chunk. The Black Knight sword is a pretty useful sword, but it does take a lot of stats to hold it. I'll show you. So it's unable to wield this weapon efficiently. If you look at this, that's right. I'll do it like that. There you go, toggle display. So you can see your required parameter there, as well as parameter bonus. You need 20 strength and 18 dexterity to wield that weapon, whereas you see the scimitar you only need 7 and 13. And you can see the scimitar has a bigger bonus based on your dexterity, which means the more dexterity you have, the more damage it'll do. So scimitar is still actually the better weapon of choice at the moment, because I can't wield that Black Knight sword effectively. It won't work. So now that I've killed him, my Estus stat's actually pretty high. Last time I had to fight him using a sword because I ran out of firebombs. I didn't pick up the normal firebombs, I don't think. I only had black ones, and it took a long time. I used all my Estus flasks, got absolutely hammered. But this is where I'll essentially get a finish for the second part. Ooh, lead on to part 3. Go back to the bonfire, use the souls to level up, and this time I didn't die, so that's a very good thing. Before I go, and this won't link into the where it goes. Oop, open. There's a little secret here. Forgot about that. You can get a nice wooden shield. Wooden shields useful for anything which uses thunder. If you go over here, where these two guys are, there. I'm being attacked from behind. There he is. Forgot about him. So going to try and get behind this guy. There we go. And the other one here. It was easy because he wasn't really ready for me. Now, see all these boxes? If you break them, they'll reveal a staircase down here. Go down the staircase to the bottom floor. Be careful because in this little alcove is an enemy. Break through, catch it out, kill him. Now, if you go this way, there's a shop.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
With a bit of a psycho shopkeeper. Now this shop sells some pretty useful things. It sells firebombs, so you can pick them up as well. You can buy a residence key, which is used for opening doors around this Undead Berg area. So there's one of the doors I showed you earlier said this door is locked. That will open that door. The bottomless box is a very useful item. It allows you to put things in a box rather than holding them on your person. Doesn't really make much difference, to be honest, because when you hold things, they don't add up to your what's it called? The weight load, equipment load, such. It's only on the items you have equipped that affects. But the bottomless box just allows you to store a load of rubbish if you don't want, like the broken swords or anything which isn't useful for your character. So any pyromancies or faith spells for me, and it just means that you can have on you only what you need rather than everything. It'll also sell some pretty standard weapons. Nothing very useful. Heater shield can be quite useful. He also sells arrows, which are good for archers. Obviously, they need to stock up on arrows, and chain items, which would be better, but I'm going for a dexterity build, and they're a little bit too heavy for a dexterity build. So he gets a bit angry if you don't buy anything.
Waste of time.
Okay, so this is pretty much where I'm going to end. Just try to remember what's down this way. Oh, there's just more you can explore. Find some items. Absolutely no reason for you to go out with it. There's not really any reason to go to the shop. The shop isn't important. But the bottomless box is of course a very useful buy, and so is the repair box. Because it means you don't have to keep going to a blacksmith to repair your items. I'm sure I'll go back there in another part and buy some of the things. But for now, go rest of this bonfire. And that's the end of part 2. This has been Jonobrow Plays Dark Souls. Bye-bye.